everybody. Here we are. Hey, it's Raylene and Adele again with Wild Wednesday Live on our special Friday edition here from the Oklahoma City Quilt Craft and Sewing Festival at the Pavilion Building in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So if you have not been to the show yet, you only have one more day tomorrow from 10 to 4. You want to get here. If you have never been to a Quilt Craft Sewing Festival, you are missing out, because here you've got free classes, there's door prizes, giveaways, make it and take it, demos in the booth, so much under one roof.
And you get to see us.
And you get to see us. Which, by the way, for those of you that might be new with us, I'm Raylene from Quilters Haven and
Adele Merrill from Couture.
So we're going to be your hosts today as we take you through and share some of our vendors with you. But I do also want to mention, you know, it's a little warm right here in Oklahoma right now. However, this building has the most amazing air conditioning ever. It is so cool and comfortable in here. So today we are going to start with one of our fan favorites. You guys have seen her on the show. You love her. We're going to stop right over here with So Wonderful Dreams and Connie Spurlock and her husband, Sonny, who are over here. She's helping a customer, but she'll be right with us here in just a second.
Well, while she's doing that, let's look at this quilt right here.
Isn't that
a cute little kid's quilt? All the dinosaurs. Kids love that stuff.
And she has the easiest, most fun way to do these dinosaurs. And I bet you if we ask her, she'll show us how it's done.
Look at that. I didn't even know she was going to talk about dinosaurs.
I wonder. Hi, Connie.
Good afternoon, Oklahoma and parts beyond. Get in your train or plane and come on down.
That's right.
People are doing make and takes. People are giving you instructions. I'm showing you how to do fusible applique. This is our new dinosaur quilt.
So
very
cute.
Popular for little boys 7
Adorable.
and under. And the first thing you do is take your pattern and you're tracing all the pattern pieces that you have here. This is the placement. So when you've traced your pieces and ironed those pieces on the wrong side of your fabric and put your pressing sheet over your placement, you're assembling those one piece at a time so that every piece will be exactly perfect.
That is so cool.
When fabric overlaps fabric, it's going to be a permanent bond. When you peel it up, there's all of the fusible, and it's ready to be centered on your block, and you can iron it. So very few mistakes and very fast.
They're so
Here's our
cute.
T-Rex.
Oh, I love the T-Rex. Look at those teeth.
Here's the Triceratops.
That is adorable.
And my grandson today, who lives in Scotland, informed me that this is not a dinosaur, it's a reptile.
Oh. Okay.
Well, good thing he's keeping you straight.
He is.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So come on down to the show and get online every Wednesday at
2 o'clock Pacific.
2 o'clock Pacific time and see what the new things are in. You'll learn a lot, and we'd love to see you at the next show.
You know, one of the way I always know it's Connie's booth, and the one thing that she has always been known for years is those cute chickens back there.
Oh, look at
Anytime
that.
people would say, does anybody have chickens? We'd say, go see Connie. It's So Wonderful Dreams, because she has the cutest chickens of anybody. Aren't those adorable? Well, she has so many cute patterns. I know a lot of you guys have seen her from time to time at the shows, because she does all of them. And she teaches classes. So if you want to see her classes, you got to get here tomorrow for class time. She has 2 great classes. And then, of course, she has all the cute snowmen and all the tea towels.
That's adorable.
I know, I love that. I love that.
That wall is all paper piecing. So if you're a paper piecer, there's a lot of options.
Look at the
for
teeny
you there.
tiny flying geese. That is so
A
cute.
piece of cake when you're paper
When you're doing
piecing.
it paper piecing.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, and the turtles. Look at that. I didn't even notice those.
Isn't that cute?
They're very subtle.
All boutiques.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
She's got so many fun patterns. And like I said, if you're getting to the show tomorrow, which you should be, she teaches 2 classes, so you can take her free classes. It's a great opportunity to see a lot of fun
This
stuff.
pattern down here is a recent pattern for
Oh,
us.
that is so cute.
So when we
Look
finish
at
that,
this.
I said, I'm going to name that Hooters. And Sonny said, you cannot name that Hooters. So we named it Little Hooters.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I might have to get that.
That is adorable.
And put it in my pile of someday.
Oh my gosh, look at all those bibs.
Yeah, she has so much.
Super cute. No wonder your booth's always crowded.
You know what I love about her stuff though is it's easy, it's quick.
Yep.
Right. It's so adorable. Well,
You guys are doing a marvelous job. Thank you
Sorry,
for coming. We
Thank
invite you out to the show 10 to 4 tomorrow, Saturday. But look online too to see what we're doing on Wednesday afternoons.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank
Have
you.
a good rest of the show.
Thank you.
All right. We are going to head right across the aisle. We don't have to walk quite as far as we did yesterday. Yesterday we were spread all over the hall. But today we're just going to go right across the way to Adele's booth for Couture, and she's going to show us all her cool stuff that she's always doing.
I'm going to do a quick demo for those of you who haven't seen me yet on Wild Wednesdays at 1 o'clock.
2 o'clock
2 o'clock
Pacific. You can tell we're tired,
Time
guys.
zone challenge right now. Okay, so it's a sticky silk screen. You just put it down, grab our squeegee, and then you take our Chalkology paste, which is good for hard surfaces. We also have an ink that's good for fabric. And I'll go show you a really cool fabric piece in just a second. So that quick, we're done. Just pushing it through the screen. We've been using these all day long. Isn't that cool? The bee is one of our most talked about on this particular ones. But go ahead and get a shot of the booth and then we'll head down to the jacket.
Those little ones are so cute.
Yeah, they're one of our most popular transfers for any of the clinic parts.
Right, yeah. Those would be perfect for our little project we've been talking about. This stuff is so much fun. And you know, you see this in different stores and stuff, and now that I know Adele, I go, why would I buy that? I can make that.
Make it myself
And do it the way I
customize
want it.
it.
Yeah, not have to just accept whatever they had on the shelf. So many different stencil, or I guess you call them screens, right, Adele?
Yeah, silk screen.
Silk screens.
Yes. So right
Oh,
here.
I don't remember the camera.
Yeah, no.
I just didn't notice it because there's so much to see when we come to your booth.
So here's the next thing I want to show you. This is our wings transfer on a, this is a secondhand store. I got the jacket. I usually give these as gifts to my great nieces. This one I just did plain black, and I wish we would have added some shimmer to it because the shimmer always makes it sparkle. But we have all kinds of things you can use for any type of surface. If it's a textile, we use ink. If it's a hard surface, we use paste. So that's it kind of for me.
Yeah, show us the quilt though, because I really want you guys to see.
Well, let me show you one more thing. Let's see how this is done the other way. Real quick, this is on our board. So this is our shimmer paste over here. So you can see the wings done a different way. And then next I'm going to show you an award-winning quilt. Last year at our Chalk Couture convention, this won first place in the textile category. And my sister-in-law, Lene, did this quilt in an Americana style and used like 20 different transfers to create this.
It's just gorgeous. And how cool that you can incorporate the Chalk Couture with your quilting, guys.
Yes.
You know, I mean, what a great way to highlight those wonderful screens. And like she said, you can make it permanent on the fabric. You don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, is that pillow new? I don't remember that.
That's a pillow. Yeah, you haven't seen that yet.
No, that's cool.
Super cool,
That
right?
is gorgeous.
So anyway, we're gonna head over to.
I think now we're going to go around the corner. We're going to walk a little bit, and we're going to go check in with Teresa at the Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface and see what they've got going on over there. So follow us over. All right, here we go. We have to remind Anna, don't film our butts.
Yeah. Go high. Always go high.
So we're just having such a good time. You know, it was a long time coming and us getting going again here and coming to Oklahoma City after we unfortunately were supposed to come last year for the first year. And then we all know what happened. So we're so excited to be here, and we're excited to be able to share lives with you from the show floor, which we plan to keep doing. And we're going to keep walking this way. We're going to keep doing those for the shows throughout the year. So we will be doing the lives from Denver in just a few weeks. So we know a lot of you guys that watch are from the Denver area. So we're so excited that we're going to get to meet you guys in person. So very exciting for us. Okay, so we're almost there. And I was kind of watching. Yeah, I was kind of halfway. So we're going to come up here and check in with Teresa. You guys love Teresa. She's been on the show several times. She's been so generous to donate door prizes for the live show. And
She's checking out
we'll
a
let her
customer right now. But
finish up.
definitely tomorrow is our last day. Come see us.
10 to 4. Remember,
It's a
we're
little
only till
chilly
4.
actually right here.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
cold right here.
I'm getting a little goosey.
Yeah, the air conditioning here is amazing, guys.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. So we're just gonna wait for Teresa to finish up with her customer, and then we'll check in with her. Hi,
Do you want me to
Teresa.
hold the camera? I can.
Well, I'm so excited at this show because I have family. My niece Jeannie and my niece Lizzie, they've been helping us with the show. Now, oh, and my daughter Anna, yes, we have been
camera
busy,
person.
busy,
There
busy.
you
So
go.
we sell the Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface, and we are almost sold out, guys. So come down.
Well,
Come
why
down
don't you
tomorrow.
still give us a demo for someone who might not have seen the show,
Okay.
so that we can get that form in that way? Because
Okay.
just because she's out at the show, guys, you can still order all this stuff online. She's got it.
We're gonna get a close up.
Like we said, everyone, we're the Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface. Our mats are made out of PVC, just like the water pipe. The fabric doesn't move on our mats because you get traction right away. You will get those raised cut marks, and that's when you're going to take our mat eraser and you're going to smooth the cut marks right back down to a smooth surface.
So cool.
We also have our stabilizer. Our stabilizer is what we use to keep your ruler from sliding while you're cutting your fabric. You could put it on the mat any direction you'd like, slightly push towards the stabilizer and cut your fabric. You can also put it on the ruler and use it as a T-square. Butt it up against the mat, slightly push forward and cut your fabric. You can also use it as a seam guide on your sewing machine. And you get the best prices at the show. It'll come with the stabilizer and our mat eraser. So hurry up and come on down. Come on down. We only have one more day, and we are selling
You
out.
can tell their booth is getting really
Yeah, they're running,
empty.
running out of stuff here.
I'm
so
right
get
across
down
from
here.
them, so I can tell you this booth has been packed until, usually on Friday things slow down a little earlier because of traffic in these big cities. But just a few minutes ago, you could not see anything but wall-to-wall bodies. So they've been busy. Look how tired they are. You can tell they're tired. But it's just really been a great show for everybody. So, all
And
right.
you can check them out in Denver too.
Yep, they'll be in Denver.
Not only are they here, but they'll be in Denver too.
They're
Okay,
everywhere.
great.
They're
Next-
everywhere.
See you later.
Next, we're gonna wander on over to Raylene.
Right across the booth here. So, yep, this is my home over here, Quilters Haven, and you guys have all seen me demonstrate on the show the less than traditional, or if not, it's on our website, and you can go check it out. But I'm also a notions vendor. That's probably my most fun thing about our business is notions, because I love gadgets, but they've got to be useful gadgets. With quilting being around as long as it has, nowadays, when something new comes out, it's so often it's just a copy of something that we've already got. So, we want to use our money for things that we're going to get a lot of use out of. And you often find that some of the cheapest notions, or let me rephrase that, the least expensive notions are some of the best notions that will last with you. If you take care of your tools, you buy those one time. They will last you forever and ever. But, we have lots of fun things, lots of gift ideas, and everything that you see here in the booth is on our website. But some of my favorite notions, definitely my little needle beetle, because, those of us that have trouble threading a needle because we can't see it, when you push up this little button, it pushes the wire up, but it also turns on a light that shines right on the eye of the needle and right on that wire so that you can see what you're doing. And these are only $4.49, so it's a great deal. And then for those people that can't see, we also have our little finger light. It is just a Velcro strap. You put it around your finger, turn on the light, and wherever your hand goes, there goes your light. I love to use these on the side of my finger when I'm sewing on the sewing machine, because then my light is right there on my needle. These are $1.99. They're awesome, awesome tools. And then, a lot of people don't realize it, but you should always be storing your needles and pins in a wool pin cushion. The natural lanolin in the felted wool will keep your pins sharp and shiny for years. Now, here in Oklahoma City, they have that H word, that bad word, humidity. See, I'm from Arizona. We don't have that. But here it's a tad humid. And so they often have trouble with their pins and needles rusting. But if you store them in the wool pin cushions, that won't That's not going to happen. So even when you make your little cute homemade pin cushions, you should always look for felted wool to stuff those with. Your pins will last forever. And then, of course, you know, everybody needs a purple fang. If you don't have a purple fang, I don't know how you breathe, because this is such a handy tool for any sewer, crafter, or quilter. Because I've got them all over my house. One end is a 1/4 inch seam allowance for if you're spot checking your seam allowance. The other end is a curved edge, so if you're turning out curves. It has a slit in it, so you can use it like a bodkin if you're running ribbon or elastic or something through a drawstring or a casing. And the end is blunt, so unlike a stiletto, it's not going to poke right through the fabric. So if you're turning something, you need to poke out, you know, a little point, it's not going to go through. Again, $3.79, but something you would use every single day. And, you know, of course, we've got lots of different marking tools. We've got lots of thimbles. We've got rotary cutters. We've got every kind of Schmetz needles under the sun. But I do want to walk over here and just point out one more thing here. Or maybe we'll point out 1 or 20 more things. Yeah. You know, I carry Schmetz sewing machine needles because they're universal and they're very good quality needles. And so a couple of years ago, though, they came out with something new that if you haven't heard about them, you need to get some. Anytime you're sewing on fusibles, or you know, maybe you're sewing on Velcro that has adhesive on it, we all know that those adhesives and the fusibles tend to gum up your needle over a short period of time. Schmetz now has these super non-stick needles that are treated with a kind of a coating of Teflon, so your needle doesn't gum up. So anytime you're sewing with fusibles, they're great, and they come in 70, 80, 90, and 100. So we've got all the different sizes. Awesome. And then, of course, we also, sorry, we're a little messy because we've been so busy, but we also carry the chrome needles. And if you're not familiar with the chromes, chrome needles have been out forever, but they were really only used for industrial use. But as the sewing machines that are coming out have gotten faster and faster, what would happen is when you're sewing faster, the needle gets hot, there's friction, and you start skipping stitches. The chrome needles will not heat up like just a regular universal needle will. So if you've got one of those new fast high-speed machines and you find that you're having skipped stitches, it could be that you just need to switch to a chrome needle because they don't conduct the heat as much. So they're awesome as well. And then, you know, Adele's playing with one of my favorite things.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. Our little extension magnets. These will hold up to 3 pounds. So if you drop a pin on the floor, you don't even have to get up. You just pick it up. You see how
that is awesome.
Pulling into each other. Those are $4.99. Cool. And all these things we're showing you are on the website.
There are so many gadgets and gizmos in this booth. You have to come check it out.
We sell about 500 different items. So
wow.
And then, of course, we have all of our squares, our rulers. We're the manufacturer of all this stuff. We have the square up starting at 2.5 inches all the way up to 13.5 inches, and we have them on each. So we have 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. So whatever size blocks you need to square up, then we're going to have that for you. But, you know, I get asked by beginners a lot of times, what size should I buy? If you're getting your first one, you always want to get the largest size available. And the reason is, even though this is a 13.5, I can use it from 1 inch up. So if I need to come and use the back of this book because I know it's white. So if I need to cut, say, a 3-inch square, look at there. Pretend that white's my fabric. I just line it up on the 3-inch line, and I can make those from 1 inch to 13.5 inches. So by getting a bigger one for your first square, you may never need to get another one because you have so much use with it. But then later on, as you get more experienced and you're venturing into more things, if you find, okay, well, I'm going to cut a bunch of 6-inch squares. I want one exactly 6. Then you can add the ones you think you would use. But you always start with a larger square. And it's the same thing with your rulers. You should get a big ruler first. And then if you find later you want a smaller one, you can always size down. Now, what you want to know about our squares and rulers is when you go to our website, there is a tab that says custom. And that, if you click on that, it will show you all the items we have that we can customize for you with your name on them. That way, if you go to class, you won't mix your ruler or tools or squares up with someone else in class. We only charge $5 to do that custom, putting your name on. We can put up to 3 lines of text for you. It just takes about a week for you to get it rather than 2 or 3 days. So just keep that in mind. It's a great gift idea. I have a regular customer that every time she has a birthday or Christmas for her quilting buddies, she orders a ruler and has us put, we put their name on it, and it says, made special for, and it'll say like a gift with love and her name on it. So that every time they use it, they remember that she cared enough to get them a ruler.
What a great gift idea. That is
that
awesome.
Cool?
Yes.
So that's just some of the things we have besides the circles that you guys have seen us demo. And I think, that's probably just about all we have to show today. It's a little bit shorter show today.
We know how to talk fast.
Well, and mostly because we know you guys have
walk.
seen all of us before, so we didn't want to bore you all to death. But again, we do want to tell you that you have one more day to get here to Oklahoma City to the pavilion. We're open tomorrow from 10 to 4. Next week, we will be back to our regular Wild Wednesday Live at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I've already got 4 terrific vendors lined up for the show. And then after that, we're going to be in Denver. We'll be doing our lives again, just like we've been doing for Boise and here. And again, I know a lot of our viewers are in that Denver area, so we cannot wait to see you guys face to face. Remember, when you come to the show, if you come to the show tomorrow, be sure and come up and tell me. I get wild on Wednesdays, and we have a special gift for you. And Beth and I will be doing that again in Denver. So keep that in mind, all you Denver viewers, that you're going to want to stop by both Beth and my booth at that show and get your special gift.
Not only that, if you're from Wyoming, it's not a big
It's
drive.
not that
Get on down
far.
there. Denver's not that far.
It's not that far. Come far and wide. Get a bunch of people together, throw them in the car, and come on to the show, spend the whole weekend.
Make it a party. Make it a party.
Make it a party. Spend the weekend. So, and remember, in Denver, we are in a new location. So be sure that you pay attention to where you're going, because, the Merchandise Mart has gone out of business, so we had to move the show. So if you go to quiltcraftsew.com, you can get all the information. It's at the Arapahoe Fairgrounds in Aurora.
Yes.
So, and it's going to be beautiful. Great building. We're excited about that new facility. So we'll see you guys there. So, all right. We hope we see everybody next week, and we thank you for your support. Have a great weekend, and we're going back to work.
Yeah,
Bye-bye
we gotta get
now.
back to work now. Bye, everybody.